What is up, guys? Welcome to this video. This is a new video, different style of video, different location for the video. Normally I'm actually in my room, but there's too many people in the house at the moment for me to film the video where I wanted to film it. So I'm in the kitchen. In a way, this kitchen, excuse me background noise from the outside world, in a way this kitchen is a good place to do this because this kitchen has many memories that are involved in this video. So I know that I do a lot of videos on YouTube, Doctor Who related, DC related, figure reviews, vlogs. I try and clickbait things, and I've decided that now I want to do a real video, something real to me, something touching to me that means a lot to me, and really explain to you guys what happened in 2015, why I was absent mostly in 2016, why I haven't uploaded much 2017, and why I haven't uploaded much this year. So first of all, the reason I haven't uploaded much this year is honestly because lack of time, because I'm doing my A-levels, lack of ideas. Mostly that is the biggest reason, well, second to biggest reason. So I'm going to start with a very real, truthful story that starts in 2015. Back in 2015, I was on the time of my life. I had a great summer, wonderful laugh, it was great. August came. My grandma, she'd been a bit ill, we got told she had diabetes by the doctors, and my uncle came and realised there was something wrong, she needed to go to hospital. He phoned an ambulance. Within an hour or so, well, at least within 2 hours, she was in hospital. A week later, she'd been diagnosed with cancer. We didn't know where it was, we didn't know if it was curable. There was a bit of a, we were in a bit of a limbo at first. My mum was crying, I wanted to cry. I wanted to be upset about her, because all my childhood I had threatened anything ever happening to my grandma. I cried about if something bad ever happened to any of my grandparents, and now was the time. I'd go home, I'd make sure she was okay. Eventually she came out of hospital. I'd go see her straight from school. Eventually she came out of hospital and she came home. And in September she came home. Every night, if she needed anything to help with, I'd help her. She'd cry out every night while I were in bed and wouldn't help, so I'd have to go help her, make her feel comfortable, make her feel loved. That hurt. It hurt seeing her like that because the morphine she was on at the time, and I'm sure if you're watching this and you've had anyone in your family affected by cancer, I'm sure you know what I mean. That they're not always the same person anymore that they once were. My grandma was an elegant person. She would, I say elegant, don't even know the meaning of it. She was a really nice person. She told stories about me. When I was younger, she used to take me down the field and chase rabbits. Well, I'd be the one chasing rabbits, but she'd tell me stories. She influenced what I wanted to do. If anything, she influenced me wanting to make films and write films. The reason I want to go to university, if anything, is because of her. Because of her influence on me and the good influence she had compared to some other people in my family. So in the September she came home. It was better than her going to a hospice because she loved this house. She'd spent 20 odd years here at this house. She loved it. My granddad was here and she was surrounded by her whole family. I then got into a relationship with Amber, who you guys have met, you've seen her in my videos. We used to have a channel together, and we explained why. I got into a relationship with her, and we'd been dating since the 26th of October, and she'd been to my house a couple of times, but it was nothing really, there was nothing really there for us to do at mine because my grandma was there, so I didn't know what to do. My granddad wasn't keen on letting her come into my room. He hadn't known her that long. So eventually she came down and I let her meet my grandma, and we were walking down the street and I said to Amber, I said, my grandma's going to tell you stories about me. I said, and the one story she'll tell is about when we ran down the field to see the rabbits. And she told me to be quiet. And surprisingly, that was the first story that she told. Because I know my grandma, I knew what she did. The reason I like the tipping point machines in 2p machines in arcades is because she loved them. And it was wonderful to see how well Emma got on with her. It's just a shame she didn't get along with her. It was about the 27th of October. Me and Amber were up in Amber's village and we'd been for a walk. It was getting quite late and I said to Amber, I said, honestly, my grandma's not getting any better. I don't think she'll make it till Halloween. I went home, I went to bed that night, I went to sleep. About 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:15, I woke up to hear my grandma wailing out. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't help her. I knew that anything I tried to do down there wouldn't help her. There was nothing I could do. No matter what I did, she'd have felt uncomfortable, and I didn't want to put her through that. I didn't want to hurt her. I didn't want to upset her and make her distressed, because she would get very distressed in her final stages. At first she was in a lot of denial. So I went back to sleep. At about 8:30 the next morning on the 28th of October, I awoke to my mum's face, telling me that my grandma had passed. In a way, I feel like her wail out at 3:15 in the morning was her saying goodbye, because I wasn't the only one that woke up. I was the only one in this house that woke up. But at the same time, my mum, my dad and my little sister down the road also woke up at about the same time, which is very unusual, but it's just the thing that happens, I guess. And for the first time that morning, my body let me cry. I didn't know what to do. I knelt with Amber, I cried on Amber's shoulder. It was raining that day. I was glad. I really was glad that I had Amber's shoulder to cry on. We had the funeral bonfire night that year. So let me tell you the reason why I'm telling you this story. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because I want to explain that because of this, I wasn't in the right mind for it to make YouTube videos. I had to do my GCSEs in 2016, so there was a lack of videos. There was a lack of videos. I'm sorry about that, but I had a lot of personal time. I needed personal time off from YouTube and making videos, because I couldn't make videos. I couldn't pretend to be happy. It wouldn't have been right. So before my grandma even got ill, she'd started writing a book. And she started writing a book, and I always said to her, you know, everyone knows I love making films. I always said to her, if anything ever happened to you, I'd finish the book, I'd get it published, and I'd make a film with it. So, you know, eventually I found out that obviously a couple of years later, she's cancelled. I went to the hospital, and I asked her, how does the story end? What's going to happen? Where you left off now? She told me everything that we've done. And I wrote it down knowing that we were finish it while she went to hospital. I started writing a bit more, I started writing it, and writing extra stuff for it. But then I stopped. I stopped because after she died, I just couldn't face it. I couldn't look at the book. It was too... The opening of the book that she's written and everything that she wrote was too much like her being there. And in many ways she lived on in that thing, because the way I was reading it, it was like her physically saying it to me. So eventually 2016 came round. I did a lack of videos because of my GCSEs. because I was studying. I said I was going to come back, then there was about a month after I came back again. Well, I said I was going to come back, a month later I said I'm back, a month later I said I was back again. There was a lack of videos because I still wasn't in the right mind frame. I was still having a hard time, I was still having emotional breakdowns at the time, and it really did. I didn't know how to deal with it, I didn't know how to cope, I didn't know what my method of coping with it was. But somehow it did get better, and I know people say, oh, you know, you think it's a cliche, it gets better, it gets easier, and I never believed that. But honestly, I'll tell you now, it does. It does, and it did get easier, and it got to the point in 2017 where I could make videos again. I felt like I could make videos. There was the lack of ideas that was the problem. And it's the same now today. The reason I'm making this video is, yes, because I've got a lack of ideas, but it's also to inform you of why I disappeared and what happened in my life that led to things. And there's another reason which I'll explain very shortly. But I am sorry there was a lack of videos. I really am sorry there was a lack of videos. I wish I'd made more videos, but I don't have the ideas. I still don't have the ideas. So if there's anything you guys do want to see, then let me know. Let me know if there's an idea that you've got that you think could be a fun video to make. Let me know. I'll try and sort it out. Because I have literally made 11 videos this year, and about 6 of them, maybe 7, are figure reviews that I uploaded not simultaneously, sorry, but every day. Uploading every day doesn't work on YouTube anymore. It might have used to, but it doesn't anymore. And making a Doctor Who YouTube channel at the moment is hard because there is no Doctor Who. Yeah, okay, we can speculate about what Series 11 is going to be about, but I don't want to be about that anymore. Yes, I want to make stuff about YouTube, but not about YouTube. I want to make YouTube videos about Doctor Who, but when Series 11 starts, I'm not going to review every single episode. Yeah, I might do a breakdown of the top 5 whatever's like WTF moments in the episodes or whatever, but I'm not going to do a physical review of the episode. I'm not going to sit there and say this was good, this was good, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, like I did, because they don't get the views anymore. I needed a new format, a new way to do it. I tried to boot it up, I started doing it live. That wasn't getting there anymore. So, yes, I will be doing videos for Series 11, but it doesn't mean that I'll be doing a video for every episode, breaking it down. I'm not going to do episode breakdowns anymore, episode reviews. I'll do top 5 moments, or something like that, because that's what I want to do. That comes from my heart, it's something that I can physically put my heart and soul into those videos. Something that I'd be able to edit cool, something I'd be able to do rather than just sit there, staring into a camera and say, look guys, well, Series 11 started today, we got, so Jodie Whittaker, she fell out of the TARDIS, she landed in Sheffield, we got to meet Graham and all of that. It's not what I want to be about. I don't want to sit and stare at a camera. Yes, I'm doing it for this video because this is the format it needs for this serious video. This is what it needs. If I was to start walking around vlogging with the camera whilst telling you this serious story, would it have the same emotional impact that I want it to have? Or would having it static with the music and the explanations make it more impactful? Just think about that. I have made a film recently called Digital Split, which is about the truth about YouTubers, and it tells a story about this huge YouTuber called Evan Silver who makes videos, but you know that online he's a completely different person. That's just the way it is. That is just the way it is. Now, the reason I want to tell you about the why I've done this video, partly, mostly, because I did finish my grammar book. I did finish it in 2018. I actually managed 2017. I was writing it a bit more. I went off the thing, came back, because what happens with me is I'll come up with an idea for a show or a film. I'll pitch it. I'll pitch it. I'll store it. What do I do? I come up with the idea. I think about how the story's going to be. I design the story. I design the film. I think about how it's gonna. I plan it. That's the word I'm thinking of. I plan the film. Then I write it. then I rewrite it, and I rewrite it, and it gets to the point there when I'm like, that, I'm settled with that, and then I come up with this fantastic new idea, so I start doing that. And then I come with this other idea, so I kind of leave that and say, oh, let's do this idea. So I do that idea. And then it might come to a point where there'll be a competition running. So I'll think, right, well, yes, I'm working on this project, but this competition's sooner, and this only takes 4 minutes or something like that. So if I wrote, I'll put that project to one side, and I'll write that 4-minute short for a competition or something like that, film it and enter it, because that's what I do. But the reason I'm making this video is because I finished my grandma's book. I did. And it is available for you guys to buy now. Now, this is the book. It's the back cover. It's the book. It's called Kathy's Legacy by Barbara Pell, my grandmother. Now, I'm going to read the blurb to you. Not everyone's life is full of happiness and joy. At times there is happiness, but everyone faces tragedy. Susie faces more tragedy in her life than anyone. This is the story of a girl from just an ordinary family who takes on Kathy's legacy. Now this is a story about romance, love, family, tragedy more than anything. And if anything, there are very real scenes in this. This, you know, it even says there, for Grandma, because this is for her. No matter how many people buy this book, which is available now at Amazon.com, and the link is in the description below. No matter how many people buy this book, the money that I can make off this book is nothing compared to the meaning that it has to me. The sentimental value I have to this copy of the book, because this isn't even the first copy of the book I've got. I had a copy of the book that had really small writing in the original preview I got, and do you know what I did with that? We went on holiday to Benidorm, which you guys saw in my vlogs, and I took it to my grandma's bench, which she loved in Benidorm, which I showed a picture of, and I left that copy of the book, not this copy, because this is the better copy, but I left that copy of the book on the bookshelf at the Sol Pelicanos Hotel. And this book now is available at Amazon.com.co.uk, whatever. The link is in the description below. So if you guys want to pick up this book, I can't remember how much it is. The price is a bit high. Book-wise, it's only about £5 somewhere. But you've got to pay postage. Think about what you could pay for a book thinner than that on Amazon. It's worth it, and it means a lot to me. So please go pick up Kathy's Legacy. The link is in the description below. And thank you for watching this video. And I hope to God I can see you guys very soon. So make sure you let me know what kind of videos you want to see on this channel. Goodbye for now, guys. Goodbye.